final of the StarCraft tournament. So, but anyways, welcome. We're doing Octopath Traveler today, starting our playthrough. I deleted my 3-hour save from the demo. I want to start brand new. I want to get back into the story a little bit, even though it's only been about 2 weeks since I did the demo. We're going to be starting with Cyrus. So let's go ahead and get started. And it put us right here, so we're gonna go ahead and start with Cyrus.
A world of knowledge opens.
Game sounds are actually pretty loud, it seems like. Let me turn those down just a little bit.
And so it was that
Still pretty
Atlastan
loud.
was founded some 2 centuries ago.
Alright. May need to move the camera around a little bit, but we'll get to that whenever we get to some battle scenes.
But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago.
Sorry. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which is Slobs for short. And so I'm testing out and make sure like all my hotkeys and stuff moved over. So you may see some things that don't look normal, and if they do, make sure to let me know so I can get those fixed. I think it imported most of the settings, but there were a couple that I found that it did not import. So I am actively working on that during the stream. So
now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Cyrus?
Cyrus.
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn.
I haven't been this excited about a JRPG since Golf Story came out. Kappa.
The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlastan was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Professor Albright, Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today is your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives. Nice.
Splendid.
Finally, I can begin my research. So I've already done Cyrus' story. I actually did it in the demo, and he was my favorite out of the 4 characters that I played through their stories for. So that's why we're starting with Cyrus. He's also seems to be pretty good in battle as well. So I've already seen it, but I'm not going to be like jumping through story or anything, just because I really want to get back into knowing his story and maybe try to pick anything off that I may have missed the first time. So alright, let's see here, just to make sure I remember everything. So you got the green for the story, side story starting points. It's that orangish color. Save points, hidden item. Okay.
Oh,
It's a good looking game. I like it. I like the art style. It's said to be a spiritual successor as far as combat and stuff like that to Final Fantasy VI by the developers. That's what they said they were going for in combat. We'll see that a little bit later.
Professor Albright.
Princess Mary.
Your Highness.
The truth of the matter is,
But of course.
I don't do voice acting. I have one voice, and this is it.
indeed.
Very astute of you. The truth is,
This is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that
oh,
oh,
with pleasure.
Why, thank you.
Indeed.
think Your Highness is into us. People of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness, as I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Running
good
late.
day.
Farewell.
Ah, Cyrus. Yes, do you have a question for me?
No.
Oh man, could you see my mouse? That is a setting that evidently did not move over. That's weird.
Hello.
The palace gate lies just to the north. To the east, you'll find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers receive their education. Go ahead and get a save going.
Hello.
Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. Russell just isn't cut out for this sort of work. Whatever was he... move along now. What?
It's me, Cyrus.
Cyrus Albright here to browse the special archives. You're looking quite eager today. When I heard that the original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
With pleasure.
Actually,
So for someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks. What have we here?
The tome is nowhere to be found. Someone return it to the wrong shelf?
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Might ask you of a favor?
Hmm?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Many thanks. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives.
Sorry about that. I absolutely hate the Amazon delivery service. It's like, so for those of you who don't know, if you order on Amazon now, there's a chance that like these private contractors will deliver your packages, and they're delivering them from their personal vehicles, and they will call you every single time they're going to be delivering a package because they cannot find apartments, because I don't know why. Anyways, so they will call you every single time, and you have to give them the same directions every single time as far as delivering your package, and it is so annoying. Nobody else does that. UPS will just leave my packages outside. These guys will not do it, and so I have to answer their phone calls to tell them, hey, just leave the package outside, I'll get it. So anyways, that's what that phone call was about. Sorry for the delay there. Let's get back to the game.
The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
So basically, evidently you're not supposed to cite your sources if they are from the archives, which is where we were earlier looking for that special book.
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
What a jerk.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Hmm. Uh, um.
It's about Professor Albright, sir. I missed that the first time. Okay. So that makes sense now. And it'll make sense here in a second.
Hello there. Sure is raining.
Okay. I don't really want to spoil anything, but...
Hello?
Oh, I've already talked to that guy. I've talked to all these guys. Oh. I was just going to see if it was going to change at all.
Can I help you?
A moment of your time.
My apologies.
So she wasn't able to find the book.
Say it is not so.
One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Taking books out of these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. It would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
A habit he just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash. Just did.
Take care.
Alright.
Time to do some research.
The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Okay, So we'll talk to these people
Are
first.
you alright?
Oh, there we go. Let's see now. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guards stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Alright, so it's 2 people. Let's see now. The key to the archives, oh, I haven't got that, but I'm not surprised someone stole a tome considering what they are worth. I have gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. Interesting. Of course I've got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Okay. I think we go talk to Headmaster now? I believe? If I remember correctly? Let's see now. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. And in any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. Alright, time to solve a case.
Splendid.
The headmaster and the guard possess keys.
But of course.
Whose key was used to unlock the archives? On the other hand, the guard had been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh.
It would be all too easy to lift the key off his person. Is it possible that the guard is our man?
No.
He would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Just to say, one of my colleagues. Russell. One who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
That shifty scholar, Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now, all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days.
Now then.
You never know when danger might strike, so be sure to save often. I can do that. All right. We want to go grab
Can't we settle this
as many of the chests as we can find. Alright, so this is the part that I kind of want to keep an eye on to see if I need to move my head. Alright. Battle basics, breaking enemies. Exploit your foe's weaknesses to turn the tide of battle in your favor. To lower their shield points, reduce shield points to 0 to break your foe. Cyrus utilizes staves, fire magic, and ice magic. Once he can use more weapons, select attack. Okay. I don't think I got that far last time.
Interesting dilemma.
Alright, so we got our break. Boost mode is the R button. You gain 1 boost point per turn. You can spend up to 3 BP to boost your character 3 levels of power. If you boost mode, you will not gain any BP on the following turn.
Course of action? Ah! Oh, flames! Rage! Rock!
Whoa, I thought that would have got him. Interesting.
What is the logical course of action?
Why do they have so many hit points? Oh,
Thus ends your lesson.
probably should have just used the fire there at the end. Alright, Cam looks like he's in a pretty good spot, I believe. I didn't see what that was. Like we have a good chest back there.
I've done my research on you. An interesting dilemma. What is the logical course? Thus ends your lesson.
Alright. It's not a super... It doesn't feel like a super complicated game. Which I like. Ah.
I've done my research on you. Now, what?
I guess every time...
What next?
I guess every time he fights them again, he learns a new characteristic for each one.
Logical course of action. Oh, flames! Rage! Rock! Thus,
And
ends your
whenever you
lesson.
level up, you get all your SP and health back. You get all your SP and health back, so we can pretty much spam whatever we want to during these small little fights. Looks like there's a little path that goes to the right here, but it's not letting me do that. How do I get down there?
Can't we settle this like gentlemen? Now, what? Now, what next? What is the logical... Oh, flames! Rage strong! Thus ends your lesson.
I'd like to figure out how to get down there. But I don't see it. Oh, here we go.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
Alright, so this one should be vulnerable to ice.
Now, what next?
Because it is
What
red.
is the logical course of action? Oh, ice! Pierce them through! What is the logical... Now, what next? Oh, ice! Pierce them through! Thus ends your lesson.
Wind attire. Alright, so that's a good upgrade there already. Alright, so now we're headed up here to save. And then should be a boss battle.
Time to teach you a lesson.
We should level up from this as well.
An interesting dilemma. What is the logical course of action? Oh, flames! Rage strong! You should have studied harder.
Alright, so we can acquire new skills now. Learn skills. You would need increasingly more job points to learn skills, so choose carefully. Deal fire damage to all foes twice. I like that. I don't think we did that the first time. I think I did the lightning thing. But we're going to try something different this time. There's a chest over there, but I think we have to go around this way to get to it. We have 4... We're actually good right now. We'll go ahead and save before this boss battle. I believe there's a chance we'll get a fight before we even go into this. No. Okay, good.
What?
All right, Russell.
Excuse me.
I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door.
A moment of your time.
A propos? I don't know that word. Propos of nothing, mayhap. You've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives. Goodness. I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. The hells you can.
The truth is...
At precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking up from his little slumber.
Huh?
It's impossible. He was asleep. I'm positively...
a hole.
It was a slip of the tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about this book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy to prove your innocence, of course. Damn it all to hell. It was the perfect plan, if not for your bloody meddling. I could have had it all.
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
He's so big!
What is the logical
Alright,
course
let's,
of action?
let's try our new, Firestorm.
Interesting dilemma. A great inferno. The land.
I was hoping to get rid of his little things. The two little ice thingies. I think we'll keep on doing that, oh no, I'm out of... Oh no. Oh, that hits everything too? Really?
Oh, flames! Rage! Wrong!
I didn't know that. I think I died on this the first time.
Now the truth! Oh, flames! Rage! Wrong!
Oh, I messed that one up, didn't I? Crap.
What is the logical course of action? Let's try this.
I'm gonna have to heal after this turn too, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I think he's about to,
Let's try this.
unleash something nasty on me. Oh, it wasn't too bad.
An interesting dilemma.
Alright, that's good. Alright, we got them out of the way.
An interesting dilemma.
Okay, so he does take... I can break him that way.
Now, what?
I don't know... Okay. That did work. Sweet.
What is the logical course of action?
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
An interesting dilemma. What is the logical course of action?
Alright, I think I can stand one more.
Let's try this.
Go ahead and heal, just in case.
Now, what next?
Go ahead and break him. Then we got a pretty big ice attack here that we can do.
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
We'll need to use an item this time. Looks like we go first also,
Let's try this.
so I should be able to block.
What is the logical course of action? Think not.
Actually, I don't think that helped much at all.
What next? An interesting. Now, what next?
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
An interesting dilemma.
If I go first next time, I think we should be able to survive whatever he does. Oh,
Thus ends your lesson.
okay. Nice. We got an ice soulstone and refreshing jam. I swear I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one of the who calls himself a scholar. Reading are hard. Got some big words in this game. Thanks, Square Enix.
Thank you.
You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did. And yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. I don't know that word. He has already confessed the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. My work here is done. Oh. Scissors, another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
From the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
This volume was lost or stolen long before that.
yes.
Right as always. Tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
And if I'm not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Yet another mystery, it would seem. The headmaster would speak with you at once.
Is Autumn miss?
Alright. Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. Yeah. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists... You're not that dumb. Actually, let's go ahead and save. Oh, do you know what? It didn't let me go back and pick up that chest that I missed. Dang it. I'm just curious. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything back there.
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
I knew she was into me, but come on.
Oh. And you believed this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied.
Music's really good.
That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
What do you intend to do with me?
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright is put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing fieldwork in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, This might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Professor!
Oh, Cyrus, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
How did you hear that quick? I just walked out the door.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
What?
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor. Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.